Alright, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. Today we are watching episode 5 of the Peaky Blinders Season 6. It's been a minute since I've had the chance to record. I was dealing with exams, and then I got sick, I got COVID, I still have the cough, so you're gonna hear me cough throughout this. While I'm trying to talk, I'm sorry, so if you hear me cough, mind your business. But last episode, every episode of this show so far has been fantastic. I mean, this season's been great. I've been loving every second of it. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen while I'm talking. I'm gonna cough. It's the best I can do for you. This entire show has been amazing so far. The season's been great. I am so happy I can finally record again because I've been meaning to finish this season and, you know, watch all the things I want to watch. And I've been having to hold off, unfortunately, so it's nice to finally get back into it. Make sure you watch the previous reactions if you haven't seen them before. I'm excited to watch these. I think I'm going to watch both the episodes right here, right now, so I am hyped. Can't wait to see how this ends. I've thankfully avoided spoilers for both of these episodes. They've been out now for a while, so I'm fortunate to have avoided them all this time, but I'm excited to watch this. In case you don't know, I do have full reactions on my Patreon, which is linked in the description, but I'm gonna finish talking and just watch this episode. You already know it's gonna be a fire episode. This is how they're opening it. Solid rock music with Tommy Shelby walking badass in slow motion. You already know it's gonna be killer. You already know. What a good shot. Reflection of the glass to see him walking, so you can catch their facial reactions and him in the same shot. Such good direction in this show, man. Oh my god. What the fuck, dude? I love how they have the ticking sound of the bomb in the background, just so you know it's there the whole time.
Member of Parliament.
I love how he takes his sweet time. Like 4 minutes on the bomb. No, he's definitely gonna like set it down or throw it in the ocean and it's gonna blow up for sure. Any second. Beautiful. I really don't know why they would test that. I mean, come on. I feel like Tommy would definitely do it. He would not hesitate for 1 second.
First of all, I'd like to welcome Finn's new wife, Mary, to the family.
Right, well, I'm very glad that I dragged myself out of bed for this.
Alright then. Good job, Finn.
A child is a precious thing. So I'm bringing him.
Especially after losing Ruby.
Snap of his fingers.
No, bringing him into the fold.
I'm so over Lizzie, dude. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so over her.
Shelby breakfast for you, Sean.
I don't drink.
Shelby breakfast.
And I'm not Shelby. I'm a Duke.
No fucking Shelby or what I'm worried about that.
It's a lot more than what you can fucking do.
This kid's got some balls, bro.
What did you just say to me?
A little too much attitude already.
That's what I can do.
Oh, did he pickpocket him?
You bastard.
Alright, fair enough, fair enough. Nimble-fingered. Oh my god, is this Linda? No fucking way. No way.
So perhaps your God's plan is a practical one. Perhaps he would like me to make a donation to your foundation. Now I know that in a place of worship such as this, you would never ask how much. So I will tell you plainly.
Oh man. Tommy is such a fucking goat.
I need to look after everyone in the family.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have a deal?
Tying up all the loose ends before he checks out.
But I'm only agreeing to help him, not sleep with him.
No, I imagine the negotiation for that particular favor would take a considerable amount of time. And I have an appointment.
I love how he said the negotiation for that as if he would have gotten a yes. Like she said there's no way. He was just like, the negotiation for that would take some time, yes. Like, the answer no was not in his mind whatsoever.
Like this. You have a good look.
Oh,
And I need
whose
you
name
to
is
take
on
better
it?
care.
Whose name was on that?
Do the powder.
Did it say his name, Stag?
Stand.
It does indeed say stag.
Thank you.
Smart man.
You still go down and collect them, please. And thank you. And sorry.
Want to know why I've carried on? It's so I can do this. And then do this. Feel it?
I feel it.
Yeah, he just did that to all of us too. The second he pulled out the gun, all of us took like an audible gasp. And then he put the gun away, and then we sighed. He just straight did it to us as well, goddamn. I love how all that success and everything, he was like, nothing beats just pure raw power.
Shall we, Robert? Come on, Billy.
What should we do?
Bring me the fucking referee.
I don't know where Arthur's head is recently, man. He said bring the referee, but I don't know what he's gonna do. He was supposed to kill that other guy, and he didn't do it, so I don't know. Yikes. Absolutely no love left.
I regret marrying you, Lizzie,
Ouch.
because I put you through so much.
I guess less ouch.
In this moment, in this room, I love you.
Aww. Well, that was fucking sweet. Oh, damn, now they're gonna...
You sound like you're ticking a fucking box and I don't know what's inside the box.
What the fuck, dude? That was aggressive.
Never have you let me in, even though I know the combination to the safe.
Damn. That was a really good scene, though, man. God damn.
This man pointed a gun at me.
Oh, him there.
I wouldn't do a bad thing. I've seen too many bad things.
Damn.
A beating will make no difference.
I mean, you're probably dead, but I respect it.
Look him in the eyes, bro.
Yeah. Sorry.
God damn. Jesus Christ. Man, every scene in this episode so far is so fucking good. I mean, every actor giving it their absolute all. Oh my.
Doing, I want to impress upon you. To impress upon you the seriousness of my intent. Fail, and I will send people to serve your balls to you on a china plate.
Jesus Christ, dude. It's a little much, dog. It's a little much, dog.
My associates are gonna take care of Thomas Shelby, and you are gonna give us up his brother, Arthur. Do you understand?
Oh shit. Oh, bro. Leave my Hakuna Histadas. Hakuna Histadas.
Ho, Hakuna Histadas. It's
God above children, above his wife, and above his mother. Most of all, a man loves his balls.
God damn, bro. What the fuck? Okay, so that was a lot of information. So I guess Billy was the informant? Or there was an informant? Someone was leaking info? Or something of that sort? And so now this guy works for Jack Nelson because if he doesn't do what he says, besides the killing part, he would have told him that he's the informant. And so now Jack Nelson's trying to make a play on Tommy, and so he's gonna kill Tommy and Arthur. My prediction is, you know how he said they're all coming over to sleep over at the house. That's when everything's gonna go down. But then Lizzie said, let's blow up the house. Bet money while they're all asleep or some shit. Like, everyone's gonna be in the house and they're gonna blow the house up with them in it or something. I feel like that would be cathartic. You know what I mean? That would be poetic in a sense. To kill them all in that house. I feel like that'd be poetic. I don't know if they'll do that, but that's what it feels like. Although, fuck, that was a tense scene, man. God damn. Every scene so far is just so intense. So much happening. Very aggressive. Very terrifying. Oh, boy.
Hello, Arthur.
My man definitely thinks he's seeing angels.
The sins I have concealed for so long. For so long.
Bro really just needs someone to talk to, man. Like, he just needs therapy. He just needs to talk to a therapist so he can work out his problems. And then he'll be okay. But nobody gives a shit.
The watch
Had the words Saxon Shore carved in it. Stole it myself from a drunk when I was a kid. Told you your dad was the Duke of the Saxon Shore. Well, I'm the Duke. It was my watch. I'm your father.
Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow.
No doubt found out.
Bro's world just got turned upside down.
The old wagon right front wheel is fucked, Tom. Standing in the wet.
Put a new wheel on, girlie.
That was funny. That was funny. What is Tommy
You already
plotting?
have a son.
What is he plotting?
Our business has two sides. Light and dark. I'll need someone for each.
I love how how well Tommy knows people. You know, made him meet him in Charlie's yard specifically because he knew that's where he would most likely belong. Like, he just knows people so well, how to talk to them, how to get them to do what he wants. Not even just manipulation though, just genuinely understanding how people think and how they work.
Step on, have a look inside. I've had a response from the Guinness Trust.
Was this made by Tarantino? What is this?
Oswald has fucked your wife, so my suggestion is about balance and proportion.
You fuck me because
It would
he
be
fucked
only
her.
Sometimes I do things for the cause. In this case, it's both.
Man, she got dreamy eyes for Tommy. Jesus Christ. Oh damn, they are. They're just straight to it. Okay then.
Of absolute clarity, that is simply the English aristocracy's way of shaking hands.
Okay then. The English aristocracy needs to get its shit together. Just a man ready to sacrifice everything for his ambition, I guess. Oh my. That reminds me so much of the panel from Berserk of Griffith staring at the castle with the bodies lying beneath him.
The ambitions and strategies of one man that caused this.
What the fuck is happening here? Dear God. I don't know what the fuck that was.
This new business at hand. There are some things that I cannot share.
What things?
He just said he can't share them. Were you not listening?
You, my friend, you're an American. You fucking smash the glass, you spill the blood, and you spend their currency to get what you want.
You know, whiskey does talk. Mr. Nelson, sometimes whiskey is...
It's a good season 1 callback right there.
I see myself so clearly in you, Thomas Shelby. You are a man with a bright and glittering future.
Hilarious because they're both talking about killing each other, you know? Just the subtext of the conversation is they're both planning each other's death.
Mr. Nelson is the point of a triangle.
Am I part of a triangle?
Mr. Nelson,
Oh no.
you have all the
Don't say it. Please don't say it.
You are a very lucky woman to have each day what I have only sampled once.
Dear God. Ah, that's rude. Yeah, that's fair. Fair. That is the personification of Tommy's regret right there. Or Tommy's regret right there. His regret of involving Lizzie. That right there was it.
Sooner or later, you will have to find a spouse who's more suitable. A woman with Lizzie's past and personal history really isn't suitable. She doesn't deserve you, Mr. Shelby.
Tommy would say she deserves better. You're right, Mr. Oswald Mosley.
She doesn't deserve what I am. She doesn't deserve what I will become. I'm just one of you. Could there be a sadder ending, right?
Damn. Been trying so hard for retribution, and now he's dying, and he's finally accepted that he really is who he is. That is sad.
And yes, when I'm released, it is my intention to kill Tommy Shelby.
It's a decent thing to end on. It's good to see Michael back in this. He's been gone for a minute. All right, man. Okay, first of all, it's a little bright. Can we relax? Can we make this darker? Excuse me. I mean, can I make it a bit darker than that? Come on now. There we go. That's better. Okay. Another fantastic episode. Truly. This season has been amazing. I mean, I've expected nothing less of this show. It's been nothing but greatness, and I'm just so happy it's gonna stick the landing. I mean, I don't want to blow my load too quickly. We only got one episode left, and I don't want to jinx it, but it looks like it's gonna stick the landing. I mean, this season's been phenomenal, especially because I feel like this show, you know, it doesn't fall prey to this like episodic nature of specifically seasons and having to have specific villains, or, you know, nothing feels introduced specifically to be introduced. Nothing feels forced. Everything feels like it's been a logical following to its next step. When you started the show and he was just, you know, he was just a bookie and he had his ambition with his family, like every single enemy that came along, the expansion of the show, nothing felt like it was just there to be there, or like they had to introduce a specific person so they brought in these people. Like, nothing ever feels like that. Everything feels connected, everything feels important, everything feels like it has a purpose, and I love that about this show. It really feels like if you just binge watch all of the seasons, I feel like it shines so well, and it really enunciates what I'm saying, is that it just, everything progresses so incredibly well. Everything flows beautifully. Nothing feels static in nature. Nothing feels cut off or forced or made specifically for a specific purpose or emotion. Nothing of that. Everything feels logical. Everything feels fluent, you know? If this show was a type of writing, it would be cursive. Everything is just linked together so nicely. Everything is fluid. Everything is beautiful. It's like calligraphy, honestly. And it continues to be that. So this episode was really, really good. It's still, I think the shining thing about this episode was how tense it was at times with its writing. Fuck me, dude. You know, even the opening scene, you know, the scene in Chinatown with the opium and the bomb, the scene with Arthur and Billy killing the guy, and then Nelson, you know, Jack Nelson going to Billy, you know, just every scene is so fucking tense and so well done. I think that was the shining thing throughout this, just how well written all of those intense situations were. And I think all the actors too, man. I mean, god damn, there is no actor here who isn't pulling their own weight. You know what I mean? Every single person has their role, and each one plays it beautifully. I mean, like, when you watch a show, sometimes you might feel like certain people are static. You might feel like certain people are static and stick out like a sore thumb if they're not a great actor, or if they're just not cut out for the role they're playing, you know, they just don't happen to fit in very well. But with this show, I mean, every actor feels like they are placed perfectly. Everyone plays their parts so well. They're all so good at showing the emotions their characters are feeling at any given moment. And I genuinely mean every actor, you know, every person, whether it's Oswald, his mistress, Lizzie, Tommy, you know, his sister Ada, you know, even Michael, Jack Nelson, you know, enemies, even side characters and stuff that you don't see very often, like Charlie, or even this new guy Duke as well, Tommy's son. It's like every actor they get to play a role, they just fit it so well. Every character feels like their own individual, their own person. They feel fleshed out. They feel real. You know, no character feels two-dimensional. Everyone feels like they have their own backstory. Each one is given the time they deserve, depending how important they are to the story. Obviously, like, Duke isn't gonna get this entire flashback sequence, but like, they just portrayed Duke's story and who he was and how he grew up so well in such a short time. Like the scene between him and Tommy at the yard when they were talking, just everything, the facade of his life and the watch and idolizing it because he was a kid with the single mother with a bunch of gypsies, like he almost like an orphan per se. I mean, you know, they buried his mom with it obviously, but you know, she fed him this story and he believed it wholeheartedly. And there are so many kids that have that when they believe a certain thing growing up simply because their parents told them, and then they find out it's completely false because their parents fed them a lie. There's so many things that happen in the show that are just so real and so well done, and that continues to shine through, and I think it's really well done. I think Tommy's acceptance at the end there is so, it's sad, but it's also like cathartic at a point, because at a certain point, you just have to accept who you are, you know? If you want to change something about yourself, you work until you can change it, but there are certain things about you, especially at Tommy's age, when you've passed your point of being malleable and changing constantly. Like, when you're young, you don't even know who you are yet, you don't know what you'll grasp onto, and forget fully developing. Like, even when you're, you know, in your late 20s, early 30s, even to late 30s, I mean, it's just so easy to change who you are. It's so easy to find something and change, and as people grow older, they find it more and more difficult to change their habits, to change the way they think, their ideologies, how they believe, how they live life. There are so many things that become more difficult to change. And so, especially at the point in life that Tommy's at, he just has finally accepted who he is and is, you know, getting over the idea of changing, especially because what's the point anymore for him, right? He's become almost nihilistic in a sense, where he's found out that he's gonna die, and that's why he's drinking whiskey again, that's why he's drinking wine again, that's why, you know, he's just saying certain things or doing certain things because he understands his time is now so limited. He doesn't have much left. You know, whereas before, he was okay with dying. He still is, per se, but before, you know, it was uncertain. There was never a finality to it. He didn't have an actual date, right? He doesn't know when he's gonna die. He doesn't know where he's gonna die. He doesn't know how he's gonna die. Everyone knows they'll eventually die, but there was no certainty to it. And now he has a finite timeline, right? He's like, you won't make it past another year. You know, you might have a year and a half left, but that is it. You're not going any further than that. So he finally has this final destination, so to speak, and it's finally put a finish line on the long marathon of his life. And so now he can visually see that finish line coming closer every single day. So the idea of trying to continue fighting for the better for his future doesn't matter because he no longer has a future. So now purely, I mean, he's probably just going to do what he wants. I mean, that's what's her name? The mistress said, Diana, you know, where she was like, I just do what I want now, you know? That's how I live my life. Some of the things she does for the cause, other things she does just because she wants to. That was a weird scene, by the way, but you know, that's life. You know, and to be honest, also with that scene, I think she was speaking really truthfully. She definitely wanted to fuck Tommy, but I also think it was a power play, even just to hold it over Lizzie, you know, to try and have something on them. She did it for the cause as well as for herself, you know, bettering the cause with getting the agreement between Tommy and her with the boat and the people on it, but then, you know, a little bit of pleasure on the side because she wanted to fuck Tommy. But, you know, it's just, I think Tommy's finally living the way he's been living the way he wants his whole life, I feel like. But a lot of the times he truly is shackled by the people around him. And I don't even mean that only in a bad sense. I mean, it's good too that he's shackled by the people around him because they continue to keep him human and keep him grounded and not, you know, ascend into his own ego. So it's good they keep him grounded. But at times, you know, it's like, if nobody else can hang around with him, you know, if you can't keep up, get out. You know, if you can't keep up at his pace, get out of the race. Fuck, I'm spitting poetry, bro. You hear the rhyme on that? Oh, who am I? No, but for real. I mean, it's like, you know, even in the earlier episode, I don't remember which one it was, when Ada was telling him about having to carry this bucket on his own. You know, she couldn't do it anymore. She might be good at it, but she doesn't want to do it anymore. And it's like, everyone in the family just cannot keep up with this life, whereas Tommy can. And he's finally accepting that fact. You know, at the end of this episode, he finally said it, you know? He's like, I belong at this table with you degenerates. I belong here. And I love how I said it before he really spelled it out for us, but it's true. When they were like, you know, she's not suited for this, and Tommy's like, you're right, she's not, because we are fucking assholes. Lizzie happens to be a good person. We are pieces of shit. Yeah, she doesn't belong at this table, and she doesn't deserve me. She deserves someone better, who doesn't put her through the shit I put her through. And he knows that. And he was going to try and change that, but the fact that his death has been given a timeline no longer gives a fuck. There's no point in trying to change it anymore, because now the only thing he can focus on is his ambition, his goal, and I guess to make sure everybody's okay after he departs, because he has to get his affairs in order. This was like season 2, when he also was pretty certain, you know, he didn't know if he was going to die or not. He didn't know if he was going to die or not. So he set up the fund for Carl. And, you know, like I said, I was getting my affairs in order. That's what he's doing now. He is setting everything up so that everyone will be set up for the rest of their lives when he's not here to take care of them. Because that's who he is now. Everyone looks to him as the leader, and they have for a long time. And now that he's not going to be there anymore, he has to make sure everyone's going to survive without him. But I think they'll be fine because they don't want to do this life anymore. It's really just Tommy who keeps going, and all of them really don't know what else to do, so they just follow in his footsteps, I guess. But it'll be interesting to see how this season ends, and then we'll go into the movie. But I'm very excited to go into the next episode. I loved this one. I mean, again, like, you know, so many times, man, this show is just so good. It is one of my favorite shows ever. It is arguably one of the greatest shows ever, without a doubt. I think it's right up there with, you know, Breaking Bad, Game of Thrones. I know Game of Thrones fumbled the bag, but it still counts. You know, Walking Dead, Daredevil, The Sopranos, you know, like the first couple seasons of Prison Break. Like, you know, this show is phenomenal, and I love every second of it. And it flies by so fast, man. You don't even realize. Like, the entire episode's an hour, but like, it just flies by in a second because it's so good, and you love every second you watch it. So I can't wait to watch the next one. Tell me what you guys think. Leave a like if you enjoyed. It helps more people see the video, so that's kind of awesome. Subscribe if you want to see more. Make sure you check the Patreon full-length reactions. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of nice, but that's up to you. But that's it for me. I'll catch you guys next time. Hey guys, thank you all for watching that recent video, and I just want to give a special shout out to Oko Canutilla. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm really sorry if I'm not, but just want to give a special shout out to you. You've been subscribed to my tier 1 on Patreon for a while now, and I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for the support. Love you guys.